Welcome to part 3 of this Response5 Education Series. I'm so happy to have you back here. Today I want to talk to you all about how to do step 1. Yes, you're going to learn it. Before we dive in, let's do a quick recap on what we've learned so far. So in part 1, we learned what Response 5 is. It's that neurological restoration, why it's so effective and how it differs from other therapies, how Response 5 is designed to get those quick results, and how your mindset is the number one thing that will change your dog's life. In part 2 of this series, we elaborated on what we learned in part 1, and we spoke about your dog's neurological system, what it is, why it's so important, and how Response 5 directly targets this system to make those profound changes in your dog's health. Here we are in part 3. We're going to talk about your fears of your dog's future, and why they're understood here. Why Response 5 isn't about selling, but about offering, and of course, giving you a step 1 demonstration so that you can clearly see how easy this technique is and how it profoundly makes changes in your dog's neurological health. Before we get to that step 1 demonstration, I want to have a very honest and serious talk with you about your fears. I truly understand from my years of experience dealing with families on a one-to-one basis within my practice and with people with the online course with Response 5 that I know you're here most likely because your dog is in crisis. That creates a lot of unsettlement and a lot of fear, and you really just don't know where to turn. Response 5 really came about because of all those fears. And when I started hearing people from all over the world asking and begging for help, I knew that Response 5 was going to do just that. The results have spoken for themselves, and those who have stepped across that fear or because of that fear have decided to make that choice, I'm telling you, it really has made a world of difference. So I want you to know that what is happening here isn't a sell, it's an offer. It's an offer for you to hone a skill for a lifetime. This isn't a supplement that you have to replace. This isn't a product that's going to be shipped to you and it may or may not work. This is a skill that you're going to learn for the lifetime of your dog, but also for the lifetime of all the other animals in need. So, and I'm going to show you now in this demonstration exactly how simple that is. Within the Response 5 course, I like to give a lot of examples. So you'll see each step broken down into separate videos, one demonstrated on a live dog, one demonstrated on a stuffed dog like this, and also a demonstration of a very slow motion process so you can see things happening in slow motion. Of course, that's just a part of the course, and in the next series, I'm going to take you within the course and show you around and give you a really clear view of what you're about to learn. So anyway, let's get to step 1. So like I said, Response 5 is a combination of 5 different steps or moves on the body. And it's all 5 of these that when you put them together creates that neurological response. To demonstrate step 1, we always start at the back end of the dog, and that's like turning on the whole neurological system. So again, Response 5 is 5 steps, and we don't really have to put them out of order. In fact, I never put them out of order. I always do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, no matter what the condition is. And we always start with step 1 because that turns on the whole nervous system, it's like turning on the computer and saying, okay, the body can relax and start to go into that rest and repair mode. So it's basically just putting your hands on the body in a very light way. We're going like this, and we're bringing down some slack on the body. We're holding and we're rolling gently towards the spine. Looks pretty simple, right? And then we're going across the other side of the spine and we're bringing down slack, like just pulling down some skin. We're curling over. We're being really nice and light. We don't want to be poking into our dog. We want to be really relaxed. This whole therapy is about being relaxed, really light, doing a nice hold and rolling back to the spine. It's as simple as that. The technique just keeps moving through the 5 steps, and together it creates this change. I know it sounds incredible, but trust me, it really does work, and it works amazing, as you know, through all the different testimonies that you see. Join me in part 4 of this Response 5 educational series, where I take you inside the course itself, and I'm going to show you around and see all the different things in there, and you get a really clear understanding of the teaching behind Response 5. Until then, take care of you, take care of your dog, and we'll see you in part 4 of this Response 5 educational series.